Hey, it's Marko here from Fair Realty, Victoria, BC. So this morning, the Bank of Canada reduced the overnight lending rate by a quarter point or 25 basis points. Second time in a row, they've done a 25 basis points reduction in the overnight lending rate. What I want to talk about today is variable mortgages. For the last year or so, pretty much everyone refinancing or purchasing a property has been going with a 3-year fixed mortgage product. For the most part, certainly no one's been going with variable. Does the variable mortgage product make sense going forward? So recently I was in this dilemma. Currently I'm in a 5-year mortgage, a fixed product at 2.79%. That comes up for renewal in August. So a couple of months ago, I started communicating with my mortgage broker. I was leaning towards a 3-year fixed product, but then my mortgage broker said, hey, listen, TD Canada Trust is offering a pretty substantial discount on their variable product right now, prime minus 1%. And this was in early June. So I said, hey, let's wait 10 days. I want to see what the Bank of Canada is going to do at the June meeting. At the June meeting, they cut the overnight lending rate 25 basis points. At that point, I was like, you know what? I'm going to gamble. My entire life, other than my current mortgage, I had always gone variable. And 5 years ago, I don't know why, for some reason, I went with a 5-year fix at 2.79. I can't recall why, but I really lucked out. But I've always gone variable. So I'm like, let's go variable. Let's gamble a bit. So I've signed up for a variable, starts in August. This morning, Bank of Canada does another 25 basis point reduction, which means my variable mortgage in August is going to start at 5.7%. So the prime lending rate is 6.7. I got a 1% discount from TD. That's 5.7%. The best 3-year fixed rate TD Canada Trust was offering me was around 5.3%. So at 5.7%, I'm not much higher than that. If there are 2 more rate cuts this year, which I think there will be because in my opinion, the economy is in rough shape. If there are 2 more rate cuts, let's say one in September or one closer to the new year, my variable mortgage is going to be at 5.2%. It's going to be actually a bit lower than the best 3-year fixed rate I could have secured with TD Canada Trust. And then whatever happens next year, I think there's more rate cuts coming next year. At that point, I'm in the positive. If there is another 50 basis points taken off the overnight lending rate in the spring, then my mortgage is down to 4.7%. The other cool thing about this TD Canada Trust product I've gone with is at any time with no fees, you can convert to a fixed mortgage, such as a 3-year fixed, 5-year fixed. And in talking to my mortgage broker, I was like, would the bank be competitive on their 3- and 5-year fixed at that time if I decide to switch from my variable? And from his experience, the banks are very competitive in such a scenario because they want to lock you into a fixed mortgage. So is now a time to start considering a variable mortgage? It seems like the Bank of Canada has done 2 cuts in a row. The economy is not looking so hot. I've decided personally to gamble on more rate cuts coming up, and if you can get a 1% discount off the prime lending rate, I think there's very little risk, in my opinion, right now in terms of going with a variable, and there's a lot of potential upside if the rate cuts continue through to next year. And then worst case scenario, you can always convert this mortgage from a variable into a fixed product at any one time. So let me know what you think in the comment section.